Welcome to Data Fest Africa 2024, Day 3.
Round of applause as I give up the mic.
Hello everyone. My name is Flora Oladipo and I'm a data scientist and also an AI researcher. So I do AI research basically in different domains but for the African space. So that's why I'm basically. So I'll be speaking on the topic leveraging AI for financial inclusion among low-resourced language speakers in Africa. And my agenda is on the screen. So I'll basically be talking about how inclusive finances in Africa and up until AI models for low-resourced languages. So next slide, please. So talking about how inclusive finances in Africa. First of all, I know we are familiar with this phrase, banking the unbanked. We keep hearing it over and over again, especially in the fintech space. So everyone says, oh, I'm building a solution for those people who are unbanked. And at the end of the day, when you see the solution, you feel like, oh, did this really help people become banked, or is just another competitive product for an already existing solution? So, looking at the research carried out by CERN, it has been seen that 57% of adults in Africa are currently unbanked. And this research was actually carried out in 2022. So I don't know the data up until 2024. But the thing still remains that basically the rural communities are the ones most affected by this. They are the ones that are still not banked. They are the ones that are still excluded financially. They are not facing financial inclusion. And looking at the things that factors that causes it, one of it is mistrust. First of all, you are coming to meet the average market seller, telling her, oh, come and open a bank account. And she's thinking, why should I open a bank account since there's the local actual people that I can just give my money to. There's the national people that I can always get a loan from. And we are trying to convince her, okay, she opens, but at the end of the day, she's not utilizing the bank account. So, lack of trust is there, first of all. Then we also have limited product offering to these people. Are you really offering what she wants, what these people want? Or what you are offering is something that the big people already are the ones going to benefit from it. Then we also have lack of accessible financial information. So when we are sharing information like come and get a loan, come and get this, come and get that, it's usually in languages these people don't really understand. Or you're trying to educate them, you're trying to educate them financially, giving them financial literacy resources, but they don't understand. Next slide, please. So, one of these key factors that causes this financial exclusion is language barrier. So, like I said, you are meeting the average market seller who speaks probably Yoruba language and you are speaking English to her, or even if you are speaking Yoruba to her, but the product you are offering is actually in English. And you expect her to like, oh, okay, I know the points you are coming from. That's it, like they'll just probably open their account and you're not going to use it. So this language barrier is something people should actually consider. When you say you are building a fintech product, you want to bank. Are you looking at this language barrier in there for these low resource languages? So before I go in, what is low resource languages? So low resource languages is not really a language that is just about the number of people speaking it, but it's more about representation. So representation in the sense that when you go online, you see content in English, another high resource languages like French, Spanish, but you hardly see content in Yoruba, Igbo, Swahili, or other low resource African languages. So yeah, how do you make this inclusive? You have to make this inclusive. If you know you want these people to actually take up, be financially literate and take up your product. So the lack of inclusive communication in this low resource language should be addressed. Then also the low financial literacy rate. So limited understanding. Okay, you're trying to tell a farmer to take up, but they don't even understand the financial agreement in between. And sometimes this can also result in them, okay, but it's making noise and it's distracting. Please, can you keep it down and just listen? My session is going to end in like 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay, so, no, I'm not done with that slide. This can go back. Okay, so there is like lack of this language accessibility for these people. So you're trying to explain to the farmer why they should pick up a loan with your financial product, but they don't even understand what you are saying. And at the end of the day, even if they take up the loan, so you come advertise to them, take up this loan of 100,000 without collateral, okay, they take it up. But they don't understand all the nitty-gritties because they are speaking like a high level, high resource language which when they're not really familiar with, and they end up in bad debts. So these are some things that should be considered if you say, oh, I'm building a fintech product to bank a bank. Okay, so looking at AI as a tool for this inclusion, AI is here to stay. AI is being utilized for a lot of things, and it can also help solving this problem. First of all, using AI to build a multilingual chatbot. So a chatbot that is not just specific on, oh, how can I access this loan in English, but you have it in varieties of languages for these low resource speakers. So building a speech to text services where they can speak into it. So another example of how this financial literacy has affected a a, um, a high number of these low resource speakers are looking at scams rates. Sometimes these people receive calls. Okay, an OTP has been sent to you. Repeat this number back to me, and they don't know. They think, oh, it's probably from their bank, and they tell these people, and at the end of the day, their money gets wiped away. How are you addressing these problems while building your product? It needs to be addressed. So using building a system in which these people can be educated in their own language, where they know that, oh, when you hear things like this, it is 419. 419, the person is a 419, or using this language they are familiar with, not just saying, oh, this person is a fraudster. So using these languages they are familiar with can actually help bridge this gap. Next slide, please. So using AI models for these low resource languages. So it's not like everyone in this room, we are all data people, data analysts, AI engineer, machine learning engineers. We all want to build model. But this model we are building, is it actually solving a particular problem? We need to consider that. So everyone wants to work with Llama, LLM model, but are we actually looking at the real issue, which is the data being used to build these systems? So you want to create a product for these selected users, for these selected speakers. Everyone is focused on working with the model, but we are forgetting about the most important part, which is the data. Is there any fintech company or any company actually collecting this data from these people that they are building these products from, getting this language, building this language gap, or you are still making use of the European languages that these people are not really familiar with. So you want to solve a problem. Okay, so you want to use an existing solution, let's say Llama or Mistral model to build something, but you don't even have the data to tell the model that, oh, you should be able to tell these people that are using this product that when they see calls like this, which says, tell me the OTP, which we would never do. Tell them that this is 419. So does the system even understand what 419 means? But we in the like people that are not using this product, we know what it is. So are we teaching this system we are building what all these things are that can actually bridge this financial literacy gap? So the models are there, the models are available. We as builders, we actually need to consider taking these models, using it to build these products, fine-tuning it. Everyone fine-tunes, yes, but don't ever forget the most important part, which is the data itself that you're using to build, that you're using to bridge this gap with these people. Next slide, please. So basically, AI is not just transforming financial services, it's actually bridging the gap between exclusion and empowerment by making financial literacy, security, and access available to everyone, regardless of the location or language. Next slide. Okay, so all in all, AI is here to stay, is a game changer. Use it as this gap that you're using when you're building your product. Don't just say, oh, I'm banking the unbanked, and build another variety of an already existing financial solution that we have. Instead, look outside the box. Look at how you are helping these people, how you are actually bringing them into the fold. You want to make them financially literate. You want them to make use of your product. Are you actually addressing the grassroots issue of why they're not using your product? So thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.